thinking about moving to Accokeek, Maryland, Prince George's County, and the suburbs, this is just a sneak peek of what we offer here. If you're thinking about moving in the next 9 days or 90 days, give us a call. We're more than glad to help you with your findings in the Washington, D.C. metro area. There is 5 communities back here where I'm located. We just passed 2 after we left out of the Manokeek community. Now we're approaching another community. Sorry, the sun is like beating today. You see some more houses here to the left. This is part of this community, and more to the right. And it is wintertime here, so you will see the fall foliage. You'll see the grass is starting to turn brown, but you know, still do have some green grass. And my neighbors are really good about keeping up with their yards, and everybody cuts their grass and all things. I do live in an HOA. Most of the communities you'll see aren't A communities, so I know people have their aversions to them, but at the end of the day, I personally don't mind the control. I'm a big fan of everybody doing their part to keep their houses up. We have a little bit of everything over here. We have a couple of tot lots that the community can enjoy. We have cul-de-sacs and nice long driveways. So plenty of parking around here. In my cul-de-sac, I love the way my cul-de-sac is set up. So when I have parties, people can park in the roundabout, and that is one of the ways that I can, and that was a big thing for me. I don't know about anybody else. I love to throw a party. So when I said I get a house, we gonna have parties, and that's my life. Just to kind of give you a taste of the different price points in this community, we'll show you one of the houses that is currently for sale. So as you can see, we are in the Summerwood community, another suburb of Prince George's County in Accokeek, Maryland. This house is priced at $540. So it offers over 2,800 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 3 levels. And as you can see, it's on a 1/4 acre lot. So the neighbors are close, but not too close. So you do have considerable, really, really nice sized backyards over here. So it is one of my favorite communities. I think we get a lot of bang for our buck over here. And the houses were just a little, I moved in, it was new. They're not new anymore, they're 12 years old. So like I said, they have that brown aesthetic that everybody's not really going for. Everybody kind of loves the gray, but it's okay. So just to give you a taste of what Accokeek offers, we've seen a couple different price points and a couple different styles of home, but you'll see more. So if you're thinking about moving to Accokeek, Maryland, Prince George's County, and the suburbs, this is just a sneak peek of what we offer here. If you're thinking about moving in the next 9 days or 90 days, give us a call. We're more than glad to help you with your findings in the Washington, D.C. metro area. So we're featuring houses in the Accokeek community, another suburb of Washington, D.C. in the PG County area. So this particular house is listed at $830. It is over 5,000 square feet. It features 4 bedrooms, 5.5 baths. And like I said, this community is absolutely one of my favorites. It is a 2-acre lot. This is a much older home. So the trees are well established. You're not going to see very small little birdie trees, but you are going to see some gorgeous aesthetics when it comes to matured lots, decks being already put on, and all the wooded areas here that you can find in this beautiful community of Accokeek, Maryland. I adore living here. I'll say that once again. My house is a couple minutes from here, but I'm at a different price point. I'm a little bit lower, and my house is not as big with all the square footage, but I am the traditional colonial house in this community. So we are in Manokeek, right across from the shopping center. It's less than a mile. I live probably another half a mile away from there. So it takes me 2 minutes, according to my GPS in my car, it takes me 2 minutes to get to the Starbucks. Why it knows I go to Starbucks every day, that's a whole nother story, but we're not getting into that. But like I said, this house is featured for $830. So that we've seen a couple of different price points in the Accokeek area. Once again, it is a built up area over the last 25 years. They've really built this area up. It extends down 210 and across 228. So it borders Clinton, Maryland, Fort Washington, Maryland. We're about 10 miles from the MGM, the new casino that was built here. So you can see all of these beautiful things in the area. But once again, I'm not a big fan of living right on top of everything. So once again, we're here. This house is on the market for $830.
And that just gives you an idea of what you can get here in Accokeek.
So as we take a tour, we are in the Manokeek community, very close to where I live, going to a neighborhood home. One of my neighbors is selling their home, so I can definitely show you around there. And this is one of the another estate communities with 1-2 acre lots, beautiful aesthetics, very widely spaced homes, 3-car garages, 2-car garages in the 5,000 and 6,000 square foot market. These homes initially upon sale or pricing in the $1 million range. Now it's quieted down a little bit. They're a little older, and as you can see, we just left. There was a new construction community in this video where you can see that those houses are now in the $1 million price point. They're not very common in this community. Our average price is $550,000. So just to expand the ramblers with basements, the foyers that we have here, smaller ranch style homes, and then we have our mega, very large colonials, as you can see here. This community is really well established. It's been here for over 15 years, so it's one of my favorites. Definitely looked at a house over here that was on my hit list to try to get one of the houses in this community, and it just didn't work out at the time, but I absolutely adore where I currently live. My kids have several friends over here, and like I said, it's just a really gorgeous, aesthetically pleasing community. But we have seen the price point from the 7s, the 8s, and initially when it started, it was in the $1 million price point. There were 2 builders in this particular community. So once again, what you're gonna get is you're very, very close. Just like my house, I'm less than a mile to the Giant. I'm less than a mile to the Starbucks, gas station, Navy Federal Credit Union, a dry cleaners. We kind of have it all right here. There are a lot of little shopping centers with grocery stores and carryouts and, mom and pop based eateries. So you get everything you need. You do not get major shopping here. There's not a Target, there's not a Walmart or anything to that. And of course, there is nothing like a Neiman Marcus or a Nordstrom or anything like that. But that's one of the things I love about this particular community. I personally don't want to be close to all of those things. So let's stop. Let's talk about this house that we're going to feature here. The next community we're featuring is St. James. It is part of the Accokeek, Maryland, in the suburb of Prince George's County, Maryland, right outside the DC line. What I want you to understand about this particular community, Accokeek is the home of USDA financing, where you can do a 0 down loan if the house and all the different requirements make sense. So in this particular community, which is St. James, we're going to be at the top of the price point threshold here. And this house is $1.225 million. It is a new construction home. These homes are featured on 2-acre lots. They're absolutely gorgeous. They can range from 5 to 6 bedrooms, sometimes 4 bedrooms if you don't finish the basement, but they're closer to the 5,000 and over square footage that you would want to find. 3-car garages are the norm here, side load, beautiful aesthetics in this community. The reason why I'm recording here in the car, it's a super, super windy day, so I don't want the wind interference to disturb what I'm telling you about this beautiful Accokeek community. We will do footage through the community so you can see where you are, how close you are to a local elementary school that is also the middle school here. So it's a K-8 here in Accokeek. It is a tag environment at this particular school. It is a really great school. I know the principal personally, and it's just been an amazing asset to Accokeek, Maryland here. One thing you should know about Accokeek is we do have plenty of parks. It has a lot of historical references here in this community, landmarks and things of that nature. The word Accokeek is an Indian word, and this used to be a lot of Indian territory here in the area, Piscataway and things of that nature, if you've never heard of all of the back history to Accokeek, Maryland. But we're going to definitely get around to some more communities in the area, different price points, a little lower, but you will understand Accokeek is full of a lot of new construction homes, newer styled homes, the colonials. You do find in other communities you'll have more ramblers and split foyers, but for the most part you will find the colonial style homes here. It's been a lot of construction over the last 15-20 years in this community, really building it up with the different shopping centers. We've got the Giant, Starbucks, the Navy Federal Credit Union. In my particular community, everything is a mile away, so it's a really nice asset. So I'll show you around the St. James community with these absolutely amazing
amazing structures. And this is the newest section to this community. As you can see, they're still building down here down the road. And we'll do some more walking and get more of that footage super soon. But it is a very windy day here. So I want you to take that into consideration when we do sound. This is the feature house we're talking here, 1.225 million. And like I said, it's almost 5,000 square feet. You have a ton of acreage around. As you can see, the community just embodies large lots here. So you really get that stately feel when you're looking at a community such as this. And once again, this house is 1.225 million. It is 5 bedrooms, 6 baths. So that's 3 completed levels. You've got the 3-car side load garage, and that's the kind of community you would see here, which is St. James.